hot off the presses. Grab your exclusive merch at the Viral Hip Hop Shop. Protect your energy at all costs. And you tired of all these self-proclaimed goats? Well, be a goat killer exclusively at the Viral Hip Hop Shop. Link in the description. Promote your brand here at Viral Hip Hop News. Hit me, Sam Ant, at dlsmediainc1@gmail.com. dlsmediainc1@gmail.com. Let's go.
Right. I want to get into politics because we often talk about how politics are detrimental to our community, or what are they providing for our community, both on the Democratic side and the Republican side. And we often talk about reparations. We talk about equality when it comes to jobs and ownership and things like that, but we don't talk about diet. Yeah. Is there anything politically as far as mandates and agendas that one side may play over the other to hurt us and harm us when it comes to what we eat?
Yes. Yes, all politicians they're all controlled by Big Pharma, brothers. Yeah, Big Pharma rules this country. This is a pharmaceutical industry. And so if you have a $2 trillion pharmaceutical industry that controls all politicians and controls all the laws, what is the best way to get people? Because your goal, if you're over a pharmaceutical industry, and your goal is to make sure that everyone is taking your synthetic toxic drugs, what is the first thing you're going to use your money to influence? Food.
Yeah.
Because the quickest way to make somebody sick is to poison the food. So absolutely it's political. They rule the nation. That's why health gets attacked first. Health gets attacked first. So I can't talk about certain things that are health related or they'll kick me off, especially if you're coming at it from a perspective of a preacher. Man. Don't ever underestimate the power of a black preacher. They know the power of black preacher. So when you get a minister like me that's speaking about health and wellness for our people and coming against that $2 trillion giant, I have a microscope on me. And so, yes, America is controlled by Big Pharma. And Big Pharma, they work with the food industry to create drugs to make people ravenous food addicts. That's what they've done. It's not food anymore. It's heroin. That's what we're eating. When you eat Frosted Flakes and your milk, you're not eating Frosted Flakes and milk. You're eating heroin. When you drink your sodas, when you're addicted, all of this garbage, they're drugs. They're drug-like foods with no nutritional value. Their only purpose is to make you an addict so that you accept your own genocide. That's all it's for. You want to enslave a people, you do it with the food. So that's why, brothers, they'll give you everything else. They'll let you protest about the police. They'll let you march. They'll let you sit on the toilet. Your black behind can sit on the same toilet as a white behind. Whoop-de-doo. They'll give you all of that, but they know as long as you're addicted to our food, you are still our slave. Because as soon as we get sick, what do, brothers? We run right to a white hospital with white medical doctors with white coats on, and then they poison us and rob us, and then all of the activism and so forth is thrown out the window. This is the biggest political civil rights issue for our people. It is. And the reason why I'm going bald is because I feel the same pressure that Dr. Africa felt. He kept trying to tell our people to embrace your true blackness. We have to eat to live. That is the first and primary revolution that we have to tackle. We have to tackle that food. And unfortunately, we're battling sorcerers who have manipulated food in a manner to where even somebody like me with the knowledge I have, even I have to stay vigilant every single day not to slip off myself.
Yeah.
So if I'm the minister of wellness, and I know, Brother Samuel, you're very familiar because I'm a long-term vegan like you. I know you're very familiar with vegan junk food.
Oh yeah.
And so,
oh yeah. I try to stay away from it, but Lord, yeah, oh yeah, I know.
And I heard about some of the places you all have in New York. So, I'm trying to stay away because if I come to New York and start visiting some of you all's vegan restaurants, I might end up back at 260. So this is a monster. This is a monster. That we're all facing. And it really saddens me because I know that they know that they have the victory, because as sick as we are as a people, all they have to do, which they are going to do, which they tried with the previous C word, and they have something more vicious coming up. All they have to do is release that, and our immune systems is weak. How many of our people can honestly come across smallpox and survive? Well, if you can't survive it because your immune system is weak, there is no other issue facing our people that should ever take precedence over our health. Nothing. And that's why I pray that Brother Dixon, I really pray that the documentary that he's working very, very hard to really gain some momentum around promoting, because I know it's not as sexy as the Hidden Colors documentaries. I know, all praises to Brother Tariq. I know that's the sexy stuff that we love to tune in about. I know we don't want to face that fried chicken demon. I know we don't want to talk about our addictions to food. But again, brothers, if all three of us, if I came to New York and we did a test together and we took a camera and we knocked on every single door in New York in the Black communities and we asked them, who in here has been shot by white cop? We probably have to go every 1,000 to 2,000 homes to where they say, yes, my brother, sister, so forth was killed by a white cop. But brothers, if we knock on every door and we say, who in this household has heart problems? Who in this household has diabetes? Who in this household needs to lose weight? My brothers, there wouldn't be a single house that would not be affected. So if that's the case, why isn't this the primary focus?
Great information. A couple of weeks ago, there was a report about Jamie